And for my final demonstration, I am excited to show you and announce the release of WillCall by RMS. This is our new WillCall management application. It is a web-based, browser-based application. We will give you a URL, and then you use your Star Plus credentials to log in at this screen. So here's the login screen. I'll put in my Star Plus credentials. And now I'll be at the home page. So many of you today are not using any kind of WillCall management application. You may have some plastic bags that hang on hooks. You're putting all the prescriptions for a patient into those bags. Some of you are doing it in paper bags and putting all the receipts on the outside of the bag and sticking that in WillCall. And you have a WillCall location and maybe a refrigerator where you have some things in WillCall as well. So what we're going to do is help you organize that to give you the advantage of two things: being able to see very easily the things that have been there for over a certain number of days, as well as being able to scan one barcode at the register and have it ring up all of the prescriptions that are in the bag. So those are the two key features of this particular product. So the first thing I want to talk about is locations. So I mentioned your standard WillCall bin location, the hanging racks, and we just named it standard WillCall. You can change the name. You can add as many WillCall locations as you'd like, but that's what we called it. The other is the refrigerator. So we think this is probably what typically people would do, but you could do, depending on the size of your WillCall area, you could do many different things. But that's going to be what we're going to start with here. And then those bags that you put the prescriptions in, we're referring to those as containers. Some are plastic bins, some are plastic bags, some are paper bags, but we refer to them as containers. It's easy to create a sequence of containers. You tell it the starting number, the ending number, and it'll create all of those containers. You can create individual containers one at a time. And when you've got your containers created and you want to print those barcodes to put on those hanging plastic bags or bins or whatever, you simply go to print barcodes. You choose one of two different Avery labels, which you can order you can get at your office supply store, or you can order online. No reason for us to, for you to order them from us when you can simply get them Avery labels anywhere. So you print those Avery labels out and you put those onto the plastic bags, and now you're ready to start creating your WillCall packages. So you simply go to create WillCall package. You scan the barcode from one of those plastic bags that's empty. So I'm going to scan a barcode on a plastic bag. It'll take me to the packaging screen. And now I scan the prescriptions for that patient. And it shows me the prescription number, the patient's name, that I've scanned the receipt. You have the option of turning on a parameter where not only do you have to scan the receipt, but you have to scan the vial, the matching vial, to ensure that you've got the receipt and the vial in the bag and it's all for the same patient. I've turned that off, so I'm just scanning the receipt and not having to scan the vial. And it's showing you the status is that this is this complete. So once you've scanned all the prescriptions that are going to go into that bag, you click Finalize to finalize this package. It'll ask you where you're placing it. I have mine defaulting to the standard WillCall bin area. I could choose the refrigerator if that's where it's going. And then I click Save. So I do this throughout the day. And again, it's a web browser, so I can have this at any of the pharmacy management workstations where I'm actually filling and preparing prescriptions to go to WillCall. Now, I'm going to take you and show you what happens over at the register. So I'm going to go over to the register and I'm going to scan the barcode for that package that I just set up. And so it's going to look at the WillCall application and pull that information in. And it pulled both prescriptions. Like I said, if there are 8 prescriptions in the bag, scanning that one barcode brings all of those prescriptions in. There's a little delay here just because of I'm doing a Zoom meeting, so there's a little bit of a delay. But that typically, when I'm not doing a Zoom meeting, I'm just testing this, it takes 1 to 2 seconds for those prescriptions to ring up. So it's very fast. So now it's saved you the time at the register of having to scan multiple receipts. You just scan the bag and you're finished with the scanning. Now they can still delete if they don't want to buy a prescription. You can take it out, no problem there. But the WillCall part just makes it simple to scan the one barcode. Okay, so now let's go back into the WillCall application. We have this in WillCall for over 10 days. This is a parameter. This is the second feature. So you can set this to 10 days, 12 days, 14 days, 7 days, whatever number you want. And then it'll show you anything that's exceeding that number or anything that's that number or higher. I'm going to go into settings and I'm going to change that to say 2 days so that I can show you what it looks like when something shows up. So go back to home and it'll refresh that screen. And now there's going to be one package that has been there for more than 2 days. And so I can click on this when I see there's stuff in here. And now it'll give me the list of all of the packages that I need to pull and I need to return to stock with my pharmacy system. And it also tells you the number of prescriptions that are in that bag. So you just print this, walk over to WillCall, pull container 2, take it over to the pharmacy system and return it to stock. And when you do that, it'll come out of, and then you'll delete it from here. And that is, that's a very simple but cost-effective WillCall application. It's in beta now. It should be in general release in the next week or so. We're excited. We're hearing good things from our beta sites, and we're excited to get it out there. This does not require version 8.3.2. So any of you that are interested in it, contact us, and we'll get you set up. And we look forward to hearing your feedback. So everybody have a terrific day, and thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Cheers.